So now that we've put in our vestibule, we put in our roofs and floors, and we put in our stairwell and elevator, it's time to actually start sketching out what our library is going to look like. So you should have a few ideas sketched out on paper, and so now we're going to start putting them in to Revit. So if you look at the planning document that was given to you, some things that were needed, the entry vestibule. So you can actually click on this, change it to a check mark. Yeah, we've done that. A fire safe stairwell, check. Elevator, check. And so you need to put in the rest of the stuff. Main circulation desk, children's help desk, exterior curtain walls, open area for stacks and shelves on the first floor, public restroom, head librarian, all this stuff. So I'm actually going to start first with the biggest space. Might not be the easiest to design. It's got to be 15% of the square footage of the area for the mechanical room. All right, so remember that our building is not just a first floor, but the second floor also. So the first floor is 72 by 120, and the second floor is half of that. It's 72 by 60. Do a couple quick calculations. So say equal to 72 times, and then 120 and half again is 180. So that's 12,960, and then 15% of that. So 12,960 times 0.15, 1940-ish. And so each of these bays is about 30 by 24. So 1940 divided by, and then 24 by 30, if I think about it like that, how many bays do I need to include? About 2.5. So 2.5 of these bays need to be dedicated just to the mechanical room, and that's a rough estimate. So, this just trying to get an idea for how much space is actually needed for mechanical. You can go a little above if you want to do 3. You can go a little below if you really want to. Go about 2. So that's kind of what I'm going to do. I'm going to just reduce it down to 2, and I'm going to use this side here, this area up here, personally for my mechanical room. All right, so I'm going to put in a wall. To separate the mechanical room from everything else, I'm going to use a masonry wall. Everything else I'm going to use drywall, and your typical interior wall. But here, because it's the mechanical room, I want to put in that, masonry separation wall. So I want to put in a wall directly between these two beams. So what I should do, wall, and have it go wall center line. So connect this beam. Actually, no, I should probably just go on the outside of the beam. So wall, and I should just do finished face exterior. I'll extend that out to that wall to meet up with the exterior wall there. Go to this corner and then make the turn. Oh, gave me an error, so there is something wrong. Let's go back. I'm just jumping into this. I should probably go a little slower. So I click wall. I want to make sure it's ground floor up to the second level and no offset. So that's probably what was giving me the error. It was probably interfering with one of the roofs. So let's try this again. So let's try it again. All right, zoom out. Go to this corner here. There we go, no error this time. That's why it's not interfering. And then I'm gonna meet up exactly with this wall. All right, and let's go ahead, use the align command. Or let's just drag this into this wall. Oops. Okay, there we go. So let's see what it looks like. All right, looks good. Let's go around the outside, make sure nothing weird happened. All right, all good. Okay, there's my mechanical room. Seems like a big space, but those mechanical rooms are very important for the operation of the building. All right. Let's see. Where I want to place my bathroom. So to keep all the plumbing centralized, what I could do is try to place my bathrooms in such a position that they, are in the same place on the first floor and second floor. So what I'm thinking I might actually have to do now is this might not have been the best place for my entry vestibule. I might need to move it over here. So I'm going to just see if I can just drag it along. No, I can't. So let's drag this wall. Drag this wall. Looks like I might need to, what is this? This is my roof. Not my floor. So let's delete the floor there. What is this? This is masonry wall. Looks like I'm going to have to redo my masonry wall. Let's go back to 3D view. Looks like I've kind of messed up quite a bit of things. Yeah, so if I go to top of footing, let's do the align command. Center mark with that. Oh, let's just do this first. Let's try it again. Center here to here, and then center here to here. Okay, and looks like I need to redo this. This is my foundation wall. So if I go to architecture wall, which one is this? My masonry. Generic masonry, 14 inch. Yeah, 3. So generic masonry, 14 inch 3. From here. Wall center, that's right. Good. Okay. Let's join these two. Okay. So if I go to here. All right, so we're all good now. I might need to redo my roof, that little section of green roof. Oh, it is one with it. Okay, good. All right, so all that just so I can put my bathrooms in. So go to ground floor. So the idea is I want to have both my first floor and second floor bathrooms in this area right here. So all I'm going to do is just wall it off. I'll worry about the exact sizing later, but it's going to be an interior. Remember we did the 4 5/8. So right there, kind of cut it in half. So half for men, half for women. Okay. That's where that's going to be. Let's see. So we got room enough now for restroom. Check that. The main circulation desk is going to be, I'm thinking, kind of in this area. Let's see. I'm going to make this my children's area. I'll leave it nice and open. Let's see. Open area for stacks. So, yeah, keep this area open for stacks. Let's make my staff area and my meeting rooms and everything in this part. So we're going to go from, let's flip that around. Let's do finish face. So wall, we're going to go finish face exterior. Okay. So I'm going to make this my primary area for, yeah. Oh, looks like I'm making issues again. So let's try this again. Wall, from the ground floor up to the second floor with no offset. Okay, it's the basic wall, 5/8, good. Let's try this again. All right, oh, that's probably what I ran into. I ran into this wall here that I wrapped my column in before. We'll see if that will allow me to do this. Nope. So let's delete that part of the wall. And then let's try it again, pick up where I left off. And that'll go into here. All right, so staff area and workroom area. I'm going to dedicate most of this bay, most likely to that, and like the head librarian's office and all that. Get the center line to connect from here. I need to wrap this column. So that's going to be my staff room and head librarian office. This is going to be my meeting room area. The children's area, and then the Noblesville history room right here. This will be some open area. And the one thing that I haven't really included yet is, so let's just kind of mark off some stuff. So I've got open space. I've got, not done that yet, the children's area, the head librarian's office, staff room. Okay, so let's go back, and what I need to do, make this easier on myself, is kind of reduce that here. Okay, so just annotate this to help me keep track of stuff. Click this. Public men's room. All right. And let's see. Annotate text. Public women's room. All right. Mechanical room. Children's area. History room. This is going to be staff and head librarian area. And let's see, so meeting rooms. All right. And this last thing here that I have, additional space to enhance community engagement. So I do have my open stack area. So here's my circulation desk. It's going to be kind of when you first walk in. And then open area for stacks. You see that leaves this area right here. So what I want to do here is I want to kind of make a community space that draws people in. So kind of like a tech / maker space. I really want to try to drive community engagement in a place like this. All right, just a reminder, here's my vestibule. All right, so there's my general ideas here. What I could do, this is going to have some kind of wall area right here. And leaves, yeah, good amount of room here. All right, so second floor, if I go to the second floor. And then I need to have not as much stuff here. Needs to have open floor area for stacks and reading, curtain walls, which we'll put in eventually. Oh, so let's go back here. Again, none of this is really finalized, but you know, it's just sketched out for now. So I just want to keep track that I've at least reserved space. And then, you know, in terms of the actual design and accessibility, I haven't done that yet. Circulation desk, yep. I haven't done anything with any of that. Design, okay. Haven't done the curtain walls. All right, so now that I've got my space here, what I want to do, I want to put additional bathrooms up here. And remember, the bathrooms are right above, this area right here is right above my other restroom. So I'm going to put in a wall here. They're going to go to the upper roof framing, no offset, or no top offset. But be careful about this base offset. So I'm going to kind of show you what I mean here. So if I put in my wall, you don't get an error or anything like that, but let's put in a quick section to see what's going on here. All right, so let's put in this quick section. Let's go take a look at it. So here's my floor. Here's the wall I just put in. So you got to make sure that the wall doesn't go through the floor. So whatever wall floor you have for the second floor, remember mine that I left in there is the precast concrete 8-inch. If you have their 4-inch composite floor, whatever it is, all of your stuff on the second floor needs to be offset by the floor thickness. All right. So if I go back to the second floor, everything here needs to be offset by the thickness. So 0, 8 inches. All right. And so if I go to 3D view, I can actually kind of see this, kind of verify it. So there's my wall. All right. And when it had 0 offset, you can see that it went down into the floor. So that's not what I want. I need it to be, sitting on the floor. You don't type in 8 because it interprets it as 8 feet. So that's why you type in 0, 8. Apply. Oh, a lot of the walls I put in were not the right size. They should have been going up to the second floor. So I might need to go back to a lot of my walls that I put in, these temporary walls. Did they? They seem to have gone in the right way. Maybe it was just that first wall I wasn't paying attention to. Okay, let's drag this down. Not here. All right, yeah, the rest of them are just fine. All right, so this one obviously is not. Let's connect that to second floor. Hit apply. Okay, and let's go back to the second floor. So here's my bathrooms. Again, put in a dividing. So second floor per floor. Okay. Now I can get rid of this section as well. That was just for illustrative purposes. All right. Let's see. Do I need to wall off a bunch of stuff? So up on the second floor, public restroom, green roof access. I need to put in some kind of access here. And really just a bunch of open space. So no, I can leave this. One thing I was thinking to, again, for community engagement purposes, is to do some type of, beverage service. A lot of libraries and places now have coffee bars and stuff like that. So I might want to put in something like that. I might, I'll put in a wall area right now, just for purposes of me knowing that I'm going to section this area off, but it's not going to be like a true walled off area. It's going to be something that's going to be open to the public. So I'm going to just annotate it right now as coffee bar, and then this is restroom. Restroom. And this is just a open stacks and reading. And then this is my green roof. Okay. So this is by no means finished. It's going to take quite a bit of work to get this dimensioned and everything I need. But for the most part, I've got a general layout here, and now it just needs a lot of cleanup work. Okay, so this is just showing you how to get started. things that I would recommend is, like all of these poles here. I think we mentioned that before. If you go to architectural wall, we created this plumbing wall. So for the ones like this line of, or at least these right here that are open to the public, they need to be, all of them really need to be going from the ground floor up to the second floor, no offset. And so you just kind of wrap them. Oops, if you go the finish face, I think it's exterior. Nope. Core face, core face interior. Let's try this again. In this corner. Yep, there we go. Core face interior it was. There we go. And same thing here. And again, we can align it a lot better. So there we go. And let me just show you why I'm doing this. So like, again, I'm just hiding them so that they can be painted over, makes it look a lot nicer. This surface too could be painted over or have drywall over it. So these walls could be the CMU with drywall on it. I do need to put in a doorway here. So none of my doors or windows are put in. But now that I have my my room areas, I can start thinking about exterior doors and windows and how I want all that to be. All right. So keep on working on dividing up your spaces, wrapping your columns, and getting stuff generally situated. Okay.